But it's now time to celebrate our win. Cleveland Browns 24-10 over the Las Vegas Raiders. And let me tell you something. Cleveland, Ohio. We had people running around here telling us all of the things that was not true, all of the things we was in a cult. G Bush, I can't believe you're ruining your content the way you are. G Bush, I can't believe you're pandering to the aunties and the uncles and the Shedeurians. Nah, this is for those people that believe. This is for those people that stood on business and said, you know what? The only thing we was asking for was the opportunity. The only thing we was asking for is for somebody to get out there and show exactly what they could do. The only thing people was asking for, they wasn't asking for no extras. We wasn't asking for no handouts. We was asking for the opportunity. And today, Shedeur Sanders came out and with the Cleveland Browns. See, this ain't just no Shedeur Sanders channel. This ain't no just Shedeur Sanders win. I got Cleveland across my hat. And you know what happened today? You saw the way. You saw the way the team responded to my guy. You saw the energy level that sideline had. You saw the pictures like this. Huh? You saw these pictures like this. This ain't nobody. This is somebody that got excitement. This is somebody showing love. You guys, instead of embracing the movement, you try to stand in the way of the movement. And I'm so proud of old boy. I'm so proud of young boy, young nephew, because in the eyes, let me show you what they were saying. Let me show you the difference between metaphors and real rap. Put them, matter of fact, I need all the wrist up in here. If you see you, auntie or uncle, salute to you. You came in enemy waters and you supported young OG. And you said, no, we're going to stand right by him. That's what we're going to do. That's what real ones do. When primes show up in the building, guess what y'all was? I said, oh, we got a game today. We got something today. Let me show you what they was talking about, though. Let me show you what they was talking about. Let me show you this nonsense we was dealing with earlier this week. Let me take this down. This is the type of nonsense and noise that we was dealing with this week. If he's terrible, then more likely than not, this is the only start he'll get. Listen, keep that to yourself, bro. Keep that to yourself. You know what he showed more than anything? Is them BS narratives and tropes about that man's intelligence, about that man's moxie, about his ability to lead men, about his ability to understand and think the game. You running around out here talking about he couldn't get in and out of the huddle. I saw him get in and out of that huddle and manage the game beautifully today. You take 2 seats, ma'am. You know what I saw today? I saw people gravitating to him. I saw people going to him. I saw people when there was an opportunity to fold up. I saw people rallying around. I saw throws, big time throws. On the run, get hit, jersey all stained up. You have 2 seats, sir. You have 2 seats. You guys running around, and we've been standing on business. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you, this is for the whole barbershop. It's for the whole shop. You've been down with the shop. You understand. We stood on business when nobody else stood on business. We've been taking charges. We've been frontlining this thing since when? If you a Johnny come lately and you just pulled up, I ain't gonna hate on you. I'm gonna bring you into the fold because I like the Browns. We always are willing to accept people to come on board. But let me tell you something. It was a lot of praying folks that was out there today. It was a lot of folks out there that didn't sleep well last night. It was a lot of folks that was a little on edge at about 2 o'clock. It was a lot of folks that had to be quiet the whole time. It's a lot of folks that couldn't say what they wanted to. It was a lot of folks that I said, I can't go talk to you at the water cooler. It was a lot of people with a lot of stuff. And remember what I always told you. Remember what I said? And this is more than anything, because I'm gonna give no glory to nobody. But remember what I told you when it all started? I said, if God got something for you, ain't nobody can do it about it. Nothing. If God got something for you, you can be one. One person with God is the majority. And I saw people move out the way and 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 move out the way. Was Shedeur Sanders perfect today? No, he was not. But the thing that he showed was that lie that y'all was talking about, his character, what he was about, his integrity, and his understanding of the game. That was sucker tendencies. How many people wrote the articles? How many people said this and that and this and the third, right? And you told him if he ain't do nothing this week, he was finished. If you don't do nothing this week, you done. If you don't do nothing this week, we gonna get another quarterback. Well, guess what? It looks like we live to fight another week, don't we? Even a blind man could see the energy was just different. The atmosphere was different. The management of the game was different. He didn't get too high. He didn't get too low. He came out there and found a way to make plays. He came out there and wanted to make plays. This is what I respect. This is what I respect. And I love the fact that he came out there, and when you said you was going to give him an opportunity, and when you said it was a competition, we know it wasn't no competition. And then when you gave him his opportunity, you barely begrudgingly gave it to him. And when he got it, he delivered. With no reps, he delivered. When he was the fourth string quarterback, he delivered. When you said all kind of stuff and said, you don't talk, I don't like his dad. I don't know how you can not like his dad. I thought that was a great story. Man, as a cancer survivor, you see how happy he was to see his son out here throwing the football? You're the sucker if you don't like that. You're the sucker if you don't like that. If you salty at that, your whole perspective is whack. But this ain't about getting salty. This ain't about telling him we told him so, because we already knew so. This is about celebrating a win. This is about elevation. This is about the first time as a Cleveland Browns fan base, I was interested from bell to bell, whistle to whistle. How many people out there was glued to the TV? How many people said, dang, that's an interesting game right here? And it was a team victory. See, y'all tried to divide and conquer. You tried to tell everybody else that it was the Shedorians versus the real Browns fan. What you fools didn't understand was it was all one collective to start with. One hand washes the other. One hand washes the other, right? Let me talk. Huh? That don't look like Shedeur celebrating by himself. Huh? What are we talking about? That's celebrating within in the framework of the team. Look at the joy. Look at the enjoyment, the exhilaration on their faces. And when it was getting kind of nip and tuck, he made the plays that we needed to do. Let me get the ball to Dylan Sampson. Let's go out here and do our thing. I guess we could put all that extra stuff out with the bed. He's running backwards. He's running backwards. He's running backwards. Is he going to be the first one in, last one out? I find it funny that Diana Rossini article was going tough. They talking to cafeteria ladies now. Shedeur be up there in the cafeteria with his little iPad, just going to work, just knowing all kind of stuff. Look at him just out there studying. See you aunties and uncles. Yeah. Welcome to the cookout. Welcome to the cookout. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button on the way in. But here's what I'm going to say. This was a team victory. By the way, I feel vindicated on this front too. I was the one going at folks. What you talking about Myles Garrett for? When everybody was running around here talking about Myles Garrett's leadership, Myles Garrett this, Myles Garrett about to break the doggone sack record in the first doggone 10, 12 games of the year. You might want to sit, you might want to have 2 or 3 seats down. It's okay to come back and retract those statements. I'm waiting for the articles to come on by because the man is playing like the best player in the NFL, and he's just a defensive end. That's the smoke I'm talking about. Don't you tell me about leadership. You know what leadership is? Always doing it first. Shout out to Drake. I'm the leadership. I'm a leader in this industry because I had that outfit first. That's how you lead by example. Myles Garrett is out here cooking. How many more sacks? But he falls off in December. Shut your mouth. Let me go ahead and get the strip sack to end the football game and let me ride off into the sunset. Oh my goodness. I know it's some people hating somewhere. I can't stand G Bush. You better get off the internet. Tomorrow, by the way, I told you, I stand on business. I stand on business. We just did a live stream. You know good and well if I was on a live stream and they wanted to see me, people was pulling up just to see what G Bush face gonna look like on a live stream when Shedeur starts running backwards. That never happened. I always told you, never be afraid to stand by yourself. It might get kind of lonely. It might get kind of lonely. But here's the thing we do on the barbershop. We stood together. We stood for weeks. When they were saying a lot of different things, calling you a lot of different names, bro had his song on CBS, Crazy Work. Remember all that noise? They tried to say we was in a cult because we thought somebody can play. But you know what the thing about cults? You know the thing about infectious energy? You know about having guys that's working on one accord? The sum of the parts become more than the individuals. All of a sudden, guys seem to, let me just show you something. Let me just show you how leadership works. When Jerry Jeudy did the boneheaded play that he had today, when Jerry Jeudy, what the heck is Jerry Jeudy doing? When he saw that extradus and was skipping around like he was like playing a hopscotch game and got stripped, that was points on the board right there. We had points right there. Guess what? You see Shedeur Sanders yell at him? You see Shedeur Sanders make any faces? Did you see Shedeur Sanders throw tantrums? Did you see Shedeur Sanders do any of that? Nah, he kept it kosher. He kept it cool. He kept it collected. He understood what the moment was. He understood what type of time we was on. I'm going to take my shot plays. If it ain't there, I'm going to check it down or throw the ball out of bounds. Max Crosby. How many sacks Max Crosby get? Half that reason was Shedeur Sanders was like, no, we're going to make sure that we're going to put the ball in I got a defense. I got Myles Garrett. Speaking of defense, man, boy, Myles Garrett is the best player in the league right now. It's not even close. And he plays defensive end. He's the best player in the league right now. He had 3-something sacks, and he could have had 10. He's getting off the ball so fast. Mason Graham. Mason freaking Graham played like a fifth pick. Mason Graham played like a fifth pick. Let me show you. I want to get the numbers. I just don't want to be emotional. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get to it. But I want to give you the numbers. Carson Schlesinger, 11 tackles, 6 solos, 1 TFL. Now, watch how many people I say TFL or sack. Tyson Campbell. Tyson Campbell is a corner. He had 10 tackles, 7 solos, 2 pass defended. Devin Bush, 9 total tackles, 4 solo, 1 sack, 1 TFL. Isaiah McGuire. Alex Wright just got the bag. Alex McGuire looked like he was mad. Oh, you going to give him some money? You going to give me some money too, or I'm going to take your money. 7 totals, 4 solos, 1 sack, 2 TFLs. Grant Delpit, 6 tackles, 2 solos. Cameron Thomas, 6 totals, 1 sack. Miles Garrett, good gracious. 5 total tackles, 4 solo, 3 sacks, 4 TFLs, 6 quarterback hits. Cameron Thomas had 3 quarterback hits. Devin Bush had 2. Isaiah McGuire had 2. Mike Hall Jr. came back and looked like a beast. 4 total tackles, a half a sack, 1 TFL, 2 quarterback hits. Malik Collins, 3 total tackles, 2 solos, 2.5 sacks, 2 TFLs. Denzel Ward was all over the place covering everybody. Everybody. Are we serious with this? Are we serious with this? This is lights out. There was no way. Listen, half the game, Geno Smith looked like he didn't know where people was coming from. He's like, I know you can only play with 11, but the Browns got 15 or 16 out here. Ghost of Nessa. Been watching Shedeur since his sophomore year. Browns fan, you are in for a treat. You will have the feeling of as long as Shedeur has the ball, y'all got a chance. And that's what I felt. I felt when I'm watching the game and I do a 3-hour watch party. And every single time they had that rock, I said, oh, we got a shot. Something about to happen. Regina Mickens, it was only a matter of time if given an opportunity. This is what happens every time. See you auntie in the building. Put one in the air for the see you aunties. The haters gonna hate, but they ain't gonna congratulate. But you got to congratulate today. Let me get to the, listen, let's get to the offense. Let's get to the offense. Look at this. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Understanding exactly what you need to do. Geno Smith was 30 of 44, 285, 6.5-yard average, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. But look how many times he was sacked. 10 times for 77 yards. This is why everybody can go jump in a lake. And this is why narratives and tropes. Now, what I would like you to do is as definitive as you was on the fence talking about the man's cognitive abilities and his willingness to study and put in the work. Be solid. Be solid and step up and say with the same energy you said before. Y'all know who you are. I ain't got to say no names. We celebrating victories today. But when you go to bed at night, I need you to write your Aaliyah. You need a 4-page letter, and you need to enclose it with a kiss. You need to figure it out. I don't know if it's going to be on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or maybe it might just be on a show. But you got an opportunity to come out and set the record straight. Because what he did in a week has to show that he was doing something all along, right? If he was able to do what he did from that week to this week, then Would you agree that he put in some sort of work along the way? Would you agree that you was uninformed because now the articles is coming out saying, well, he got his iPad, he checking in with Kevin Stefanski, he in there early coming, he taking his responsibility big time. Understand, 11-20, that ain't crazy, but 209, 10.5 average. He got fooled on the interception. They did a great job of fooling him. Dropped the defensive end right back in his face, and he threw the ball, didn't see him. But here's the impressive part. He took 1 sack for 3 yards. And he runs backwards. Where was that at? I didn't see no running backwards. That's called getting acclimated to the speed of the game. This is what happens when you actually play. When you actually get to see how things are working. When you actually get to put it in perspective. When you actually get to do what it is, and that's learn and get people putting things around you. Hopefully Cleveland Browns understand something here. 9,000 people in here, wherever you hit the like button. 9,000 in here, hit the like button. This is what happens when you believe in people, put an infrastructure around people, put a game plan around a person, and let them go out and play. Hopefully moving forward, I would suggest my media brethren, instead of putting your time and energy, effort into telling you what somebody else told you, here's what I suggest you do. You put the energy and the work in, and you watch the film. You watch the tape. Maybe develop some sort of, you know what I'm saying, some sort of understanding of what they're going through in the game and what the game entails, and then formulate your own opinion. You're welcome to jump on the bandwagon. You're welcome to come on by. We ain't no haters. I've been wrong before, too. I didn't know who Carson Schlesinger is, and I wasn't even that sold on Mason Graham. But the difference between me and you guys is I'm not afraid to tell you when I was wrong. I'm not afraid to say, you know what, he was balling. Don't be one of those people. Come on over to the ball game and let's get it done. Let's get it done. Right now, the Cleveland Browns is going to be a story the rest of the year. Put them ones in the chat if you're ready to see what we do next week against the 49ers. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful thing. That stadium going to be rocking. The wrist is going to be up. The energy going to be up. That crowd going to be ready to go. You and Rhea should be taking victory laps all week. Man, listen, I ran a marathon. But no, this ain't my victory lap. Because I'm not doing nothing except what I already knew and what I've been standing on. See, a lot of people don't like coming over, oh my gosh, you're talking about God again. You're talking about religion. I told you what it was. It's kind of uncomfortable. But what God got for you, all you need is an opportunity. I told you my story. All you need is a little opportunity. And when you get that opportunity, what keeps you on the field, and I've always kept it a buck, what's going to keep Shedeur Sanders on the field is what he do on that field. And the problem is you fought tooth and nail not to even give him that opportunity. You need to do some soul searching and realize what made you, in your heart of hearts, make you feel that way. What blinds you to the fact that you can't see what was evident? Case in 5415, and he didn't even throw the wrist up. Mic drop. He didn't even throw the wrist up. Actually, what he did is he played y'all. He played y'all like a fiddle. Because everything you said he was going to do, he didn't. Everything that you said you were going to do, you did before his start. You said you were going to give him a runway. You said you were going to judge him in 6 games like Dylan got. You said you were going to keep it fair. You said you was going to give him a shot. And guess what? He played 2 quarters And y'all tap danced all over his career and said it was a wrap. Now it's time for you to decide between 9 p.m. now Eastern time and 7 o'clock in the morning how you going to correct the record. That's up for y'all to decide. I hope you don't double down. Don't be one of them, because guess what? The funny thing about football games is they're televised everywhere. Funny thing about the televised football games is the cat's out of the bag. They know, oh, we might got some. And by the way, did you happen to see JW, Jimmy Haslam, and Andrew Berry powwowed up, clicked up, chilling up top in the press box? I don't remember seeing their faces before. I don't remember seeing those faces before. Funny how that goes, right? I can't stand G Bush. I can't stand him. We had him and then the whole barbershop. I knew he was going to open that barbershop up today. I knew he was going to do it. I thought his voice was going to get about. He just did 3 hours on UCSS. I thought he was going to shut up. Maybe we could have. No. Hi, Twitter. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Facebook. Throw them thumbs up for us. 10,000 people in here. Throw them thumbs up for us. And matter of fact, throw the wrist up for us. Today was a good day. Today was a good day if you was a Shedeur fan. Today was a great day if you was a Browns fan. Today was a good day if you pulled up and you was in the barbershop. If you rock with UCSS. If you a good fan of football. If you just like family and story. Doggy bone, G Bush has been vindicated. We stood in unison in the barbershop. They told me, let me tell you this. They told me on my birthday, you're a liar. You don't have any sources. They told me when I was saying that people was excited to see him play, I was a liar. And why would anybody tell me anything? They told you were a liar and you have amnesia because when you said he played against the Panthers good, they said, no, he didn't. But the funny thing about people who say that and do that stuff, you can't whitewash everything because the facts stand for what it is. And now what you going to say? Am I sitting here saying Shedeur Sanders is going to be the next greatest all-pro ever? No. Am I saying he's perfect? No. Am I saying he's a deity? No. Am I saying he's not infallible? No. But as we sit here today, there's one thing that is very evident. Every single thing that you said was a lie. You said he wasn't putting the work in. The next person I hear say that, we gonna have to just have the conversation because I've been saving a lot of y'all. I waited you out, right? I gave you an opportunity. The next person who insinuates that he's not putting the work in, just know that you're going to have to be stopped. Whoa, 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 ma'am, sir, you're out of pocket. First and foremost, I don't even like insinuating another man is lazy. Because where I come from, that's an insult. We all put our legs in the pants at the same time, and we wake up and go at it. Huh? Don't you ever insinuate you know what my work ethic is. Too many times people have been using that little lie to disqualify people and not give them the opportunity. And you tried it. And if that didn't work, he was too dumb to understand. You tried that too. He don't understand the verbiage. You tried that too. Then you tried to say, oh, well, he's just too flashy and immature. I ain't see no celebrations today. Then you tried to say the man's dad was a distraction. They showed him on camera. The world continued to spin. Did anything happen? Did a comet hit the planet? They showed Coach Prime up there clapping for his son. Did the world come to an end? No, it didn't. Shut your mouth. Find something else to talk about. We don't like your articles anyway. No one's reading them. See, this is why G Bush. See, you were doing good. You said you were not going to be inflammatory. Come on, man. Come on. I'm sorry. Listen, if you took offense to that, I will apologize. No names. Come on over here. We won today, right? 24-10. Cleveland Browns doing anything. But today was a good day. All jokes aside. It was a good day. It was a good day to be a Browns fan. It was a good day to watch good plays on offense and defense. And it reminds me of the possibilities of what there can be. We got the youngest boxing champion in the game right now. Shout out to my man, Abdullah Mason. Youngest doing it. Bernie Kosar was on ESPN today. All my prayer warriors was out here praying for Bernie. He got that kidney. I want to pray for the family of those of the young man who donated the kidney. The Cleveland Browns came out here and got a dub. Cleveland Cavaliers got 2 dubs in a row. This is what it could be. That woe is me. That it's only Cleveland. I like the new energy. I like that extra energy. I like that go get it energy. That who care about what we was talking about your mom and dad and your pops in 1989. I want that same energy. I like that Kool-Aid Mafia energy. And if you want to be a part of it, let me just tell you this before we get to y'all. We still going to break down this tape. It's going to be fun breaking it down better now because at least we won. So if you want to be a member today, if you want to become a member and get to watch some of this content and watch our members only film review with me and Tybus on Wednesdays, make sure you hit that button. We got a special guest coming up Tuesday. We're going to talk about it. The internet is on fire. The internet is people swinging. I can't believe that they done messed around and won this game. Yeah, people salty. People salty right now. But it's time, because real ones is linking up everywhere. Real ones is linking up everywhere now. We've been here holding it down day one. Listen, man, this week gonna be fun. We got the Kool-Aid pouring on UCSS. I told Anthony, get my Kool-Aid ready. Get my Kool-Aid. Give me my apron. Listen, shout out to Jason Lloyd, man. He sent me a picture with his wrist up too before the game. Jason Lloyd. Yeah. Yep. Anthony Lyman said a legend's born. God is good. God is good, ain't he? Ain't he, TJ? And let's get to these super chats, man. Let's get to these chats, man. I want to get to y'all, man. It's y'all stage. Y'all stage. Let's cook. It's y'all stage, man. Y'all take y'all's victory laps, man. Deneric Williams, do you believe? You know we do. Travel with Nelly. Miles the GOAT. Shedeur QB1. Stefanski needs to be fired ASAP. The Browns We're extra energized tonight. Jerry Judy, I don't know, man. Hey, listen. Jerry Judy, I need you to figure something out. I need you to be extra happy and jovial during your press conferences all week. Well, what is you, sir, please do not make me call security. Mad Motion Productions, they already moving the goalpost. 12 Benham. Hey, hey, listen, remember I told y'all last week about people moving goalposts? Let me tell you something. We don't talk to workers. You move goalposts, we talk to bosses. We talk to people that build the stadium. They can move it all they want. I saw the owner in the building. I saw AB. They was all up there kicking it on the phone, order Amazon Prime gifts. Getting 12 jerseys for everybody. We don't care y'all move them goalposts. You've been silenced. Greg Castellanos, Kevin Stefanski non-committal on the Shedeur starting, but always answer the quickness on Dylan after game. Make it make sense. G Bush, you still GOAT status. Here's the thing, Greg. You guys, when he's non-committal, understand this. Just know it's not in his hands anymore. So technically, he can't say who's starting until Jimmy tells him. But we know who's starting next week. Games shall not be played. Set apart last. How bad people hate. They got to eat their words. I'm waiting for the mental gymnastics. I'm going to be sitting like a peach. I'm going to sit. Listen, we going to sleep. Hey, Barbershop. We going to sleep good tonight, ain't we? This like a hot toddy. We going to sleep good tonight. We celebrating. I'm going to watch me some anime or something. I'm going to, give me some throat spray. Because I'll be ready for tomorrow now. Don't think I'm going to lose my voice. I got things to do all week. You know what I mean? Terrell Collins, G Bush, I love you in the show. Been locked in for a while. I only have one issue with you. Make sure you tuck that thumb when you put up the wrist from now on. Shedeur is our franchise. All right, let me tuck the thumb. Yeah, there you go. We appreciate you, Terrell. Lord of the Drip. Oh, we back. Baby Shedeur, we got the juice now. Hey, it's going to be, listen. Hey, I got back from UCSS. My wife was just walking around all different. She's like, wait till I go to work. You wear your jersey tomorrow? What you going to do? She going to have all her little jerseys on, bro. She was like, listen, I'm like, why you sassy? You saw what just happened. It's going to be a lot of attitude changing. Tomorrow, people going to be going to school, work, just with that extra. I might get up extra. I might even put my do-rag on a little tighter. LMG Lando, thank you so much for becoming a member. We appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Bradley Fox was at the game, and man, oh man, the team was way different. The energy was on fire. Shedeur looked good other than the pick. Just, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He isn't a wide receiver. One, looked bad on that play. Oh, you talk about Jerry Judy? What was he doing? Why would you stop? And he was skipping to my Lou. I'm like, what? KCM 5415. His press conference was a chef's kiss. He was up there smiling and cheesing. All his teammates over here looking just all his teammates. Yeah. Go celebrate with your teammates. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, I don't know how to spell that. Audemara 5748. We appreciate your super chat though. Praise God. Seriously, keep going, Shedeur. By the way, we ain't happy. Let me get y'all together real quick. Let me get y'all all the way together. This is the beginning step. Anybody over here ain't celebrating and doing no victory laps. Our goal is to win that trophy, bro. We trying to have sustained success. We on to next week. We on the chat, we're not gonna be sitting here on the barbershop talking about what we did this week. Everything is focused on what we doing against the Niners next week. Come on now, we're gonna celebrate this for a little couple hours, but we're gonna get right back to it. This ain't the come on, man. We different over here. You might have been surprised. You might have been, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. No. We've been knew this. We on to the 49ers. Mm-hmm. You telling me this was on our bench the whole time? For it? Yeah, set apart last year. He was over there chilling. Maybe he wasn't doing no work, or I don't know. He just wasn't ready. 12 breaks the 95 starting quarterback losing curse, wrist up. You right, Big J. Been since 19, I mean, it's been how many years? 95? And they talk about, what do you expect? I mean, I don't expect much. And this dude came in there and did what he did. Come on now. Come on now. So he got that in 1 week. Okay. Terrell Collins, thank you so much for becoming a member. We appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Denard Noel, AB gave 12 a big hug in the locker room, as he should. We don't even need to tell you who's starting next week. Ain't no question. Lamina, 566. What I saw on the field today was like watching the first 20 minutes of the movie Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit was a monster, by the way. Shedeur walks, talks, and plays like a thoroughbred athlete, and I enjoy just watching him play. I think everybody can say today was a very entertaining game, and you see he has a different level of talent. He has a different level. He has the it factor, and he can spin the football. We see that. At Mary S12, I've been here since day one supporting nephew. Let me show you. Let Mary at Mary S12. Let me tell you something. She ain't lying. She's been over here holding it down since day one. Shedeur Sanders got drafted. Boom, she over here. Miss Bell, Shedeur got drafted. Boom, she was over here. Beautifully blessed. Shedeur got drafted. Boom, right over here. Poetic pen. Boom, right over here. Right when it happened. Day one. See you aunties in the building. She ain't playing, bro. She is not playing. I gotta salute y'all. And by the way, I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all. Y'all got a lot of flack. Y'all took a lot of strays, but y'all held it down. Y'all held it down. At LMG _Lando, thank you so much for the super chat. Lady Libra 678, thank you so much for becoming a member. We appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Phyllis Smith, G Bush, they play Shedeur song at the stadium. That's lit, ain't it? That's crazy. That's crazy. And remember, well, he needs to stop making music. No, he might. Hey, but I bet you that boy is on iTunes jumping right now. Yep, they lied. You did lie. You lied. You lied. You try to act like this, man. Y'all really tried it. But now, we're going to let you slide with it. But the disclaimer is there will be no more innuendos. That we're going to leave the past to past. But don't be dipping back thinking you can just jump back and be like, well, this is what I heard. Sir, do not make me call security. The Ghosts of Nessa. Been watching 12 since the sophomore year. Browns fans, you are in for a treat. You have that feeling of as long as Shedeur has the ball, we got a chance. And that's what we call a franchise quarterback. O.M. Mason, thank you so much for becoming a member, my brother. We appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Let's see. This is hard. Talani, fam, 6969. There was no way you play Dylan Gabriel next week. Oh, that ain't happening. I don't care what they say. 11,236 people, wherever you at. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Hit the like button wherever you at, in the share button. Regina Mickens. It was only a matter of time. Given the opportunities, this was what happened every time. See you, auntie, here. Haters gonna hate. Oh, well, wrist up for my guy. I'm so happy right now. Quarterback number one, no doubt. Never did. Don Peasy. I'm driving from Phoenix with the Redskins gear on for the Browns game, and I told Browns fans that there was two quarterbacks I saw as NFL stars in 2021. Jaden Daniels, Arizona State, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson State. Congrats, you found him. Don Peasy, we appreciate you, man. Don Hall, nephew showed who we already knew he was. Perfect timing. Sometimes you got to wait on that perfect timing. Miss Sparks, G Bush, I am still crying. Yes, I stood when others didn't. I am a senior citizen, but I had to stand for Shedeur today. I am proud of Shedeur and the Browns. Miss Sparks, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Y'all took a lot of shots. Y'all took a lot of strays. But today you was vindicated. Because some of the same things that you said about him as a person, as an individual, rang true today. Was the play perfect? No. But we saw the intangibles. Everyone saw the intangibles today. Gene Marketing, what they gonna say now? Nothing. Zero. Matthew Green, Wildcat. I have never in my life, 4 times, Kevin. Matthew Green, you were like, people, now you going to get this ball to nephew and let him throw these touchdowns. We'll take it. As long as you're going to score them touchdowns, we're going to take it. But I understand your sentiment. Somebody's parlay was mad out there. G Bush, you the truth. The culture appreciates you, fam. I thank you. I thank y'all for rocking and rolling with me. Heck, we was going, hey, listen, G Bush caught some straight shots, but I said, I'm built for it. It's okay. It's okay. We good. We be all right. Rodney Hilson. We have the franchise quarterback, 65-year-old Brown fan. And honestly, I believe that the Browns know it. Rodney, we appreciate you having a member, been holding us down for a month. We appreciate you being one of them day ones, by the way. Maple Cross. He made history. First Browns rookie to win his starting debut since 95. That is legendary. Shedeur is him. Maple Cross, thank you so much for the super chat. IB4 Sports. All he needs is a franchise to get back, a franchise to back him. That's it. Put some energy around him. Put some energy around that young man. R. Dog, just listen to the post game. Is something seriously wrong? Kevin refuses to say Sanders' name. Is disrespectful and professional. Fire him now. Armac Dog, don't listen. He'll be all right. Here's what's gonna happen, Armac. Yeah, Andrew Berry and Jimmy Haslam have already decided that Kevin's just playing the role of if you think he has any say so in that, he doesn't. Can you imagine if they play Dylan Gabriel after this game? Set apart last. My man became a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member today. Welcome to the family, my guy. Denver ATL, G Bush, you stood in the gap. Just ordered my Shedeur Sanders 12 Raiders jersey. We didn't draft him, but he's still my QB. I'll rep him and my team. That's wild. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. That says a lot. And you know what? Antonio Pierce said on the interview that they was going to draft him. Buzak 100. G Bush, I'm a Chicago Bear fan since 85. I'm from South Carolina. I love a good underdog story. Well, you got one here. Shout out to your Bears, by the way. Shout out to the Bears. Emmanuel Johnson. Kevin has PTSD and thought Dylan was playing. That's why he went with the Wildcats twice in the red zone. You crazy. Miss Bell, 70. Proud of Shedeur, thankful for the offensive line. They showed up. He showed what we know. You ain't seen nothing yet. He plays for the game, not the money. Wrist up. Shout out to Miss Bell for being so vocal and being one of them ones that been down since day one. Sapper Daddy. I know Kevin gone. I no longer trust his football acumen. It's crazy how you can have a Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders in practice every day for 5 months and have a higher grade on Dylan Gabriel. Lies were exposed today, and thank God for that. Yeah, so I don't understand how you can. I mean, that throw he made to Isaiah Bond was silly. I mean, and he got blasted. 6 months versus 6 days. Woo! 67 awesome kid. 6 months versus 6 days. Guys said that's the perfect amount of time. That's crazy. Because for them 6 months, he ain't getting nothing. And in 6 days, he locked in, tapped in, and this is what we saw. Anybody should be happy about that. Napalms too. Is this the most passing yards this season? Also, is Kevin start Dylan is going to be a fire him on the spot? I don't even think he got. No, it ain't the most. I think I want to say Flacco had more. I think against the Bengals, he almost threw for 300. But yeah, there's no chance that he's going to be playing. There's no chance of that. Ronald, let's see. Ronald Orchard. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shedeur is like a tea bag. You don't know how strong he is until you put it in hot water. Tea bag changes the color, the smell, the taste, and the viscosity of hot water. Shedeur is a change agent. He is actually more athletic than you would know, because a lot of people was telling me, G Bush, I didn't know he was moving like that. Or I didn't know his arm was like that. Or he has a personality that's magnetic, but he still has calmness about him. You see what I'm saying? Like, he does. He's one of those guys that, like, in the game, he plays different in the game. Matthew Green, Shedeur Sanders, 12, played right where we needed him to. Rookie, hashtag first start, hashtag win. Where are the stat guys now? I don't know. I told them they're going to get over 200. And it could have been more if Jerry Jeudy wouldn't have started sea-walking in bounds. What are you doing, Jerry Jeudy? We saw Myles Garrett's face. I believe his opinion over the Goofies. OT Namara. I know I'm destroying that name. I know I am, but I appreciate you. John De La Cruz. Hate can only hide so much. Greatness always rises. You can only do so much. When people get an opportunity, that's what I always said. It's unfair, but when you get your opportunity, show out. Young Among 7618. Well, if you've seen the Browns locker room, you see who Shedeur Sanders' pick was. Barry gave him the same love like the Charlotte game. Also, Myles Garrett saying that the bond play, only a few quarterbacks in the league can make that. They said G Bush ain't had no sources, though. He had no sources, no source material. Emmanuel Johnson. Running on first and second, expecting Shedeur to make a play on third and long all game. Nasty work. Hey, listen. I'll tell you what. Think about it. It's only a matter of time before they continue. It's going to get better. See what I'm saying? It's going to get better. This is 6 days. Can you imagine if we was getting off seasons and OTAs and all, and they actually, and a couple receipts? Come on, man. Potent 76. Haters gonna hate, ballers gonna ball. Shedeur Sanders 12. Stop. Spencer Mack. That was the highest rated game of the day. More folks watched this game than the Dallas Cowboys game. That's my quarterback one. I read Miles Garrett mouth after the long Shedeur throw. He said, that was cold. He had to look like, ooh, ooh. Nate Godwin. DG had 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interception in his first start. None of you celebrated. You made excuses. It's crazy how fake people are. So let me get this straight. Let me just tell you this. So, Dillon Gabriel, if you would have known Nate, you would actually know that when we did our breakdowns over here, we gave Dillon Gabriel a lot of credit. A whole lot. Were you in the breakdown? Did you watch the film with us? Because everyone would tell you that I said Dillon Gabriel played very well that game. And not only did I tell them they played well, I said I wanted to see what he did to progress and get better from that game. Now, you may be mistaking me for someone else. That is not a fair and honest arbiter. But I've been the one who said, hey, I'm going to break it down so you know where I stand on it. So, Dillon Gabriel had 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interception in his first game. I can tell you, I thought the strike to David Njoku in the end zone, we broke that down and said that was a beautiful throw. But here's the thing. Instead of talking about what Shedeur did today, you continue to do narrative-based content. The narrative-based content does not say I have to denigrate Dillon Gabriel. I need to just talk about what Shedeur Sanders did in this football game. So if you would like, you can go back and check out that blog, because I like to think that I was calling balls and strikes on this thing. And I think the first game he played against Minnesota was Dillon Gabriel's best game. Now, I don't know about anybody else in the industry, but I've watched every single play for the Cleveland Browns since 1999. All of them, every play, all of them. Just letting you know. By the way, if you go back and look, I didn't even say Shedeur Sanders played well last week in our review against the Ravens. So I don't know. Maybe you're just talking out loud. But I appreciate the super chat though. Greg, what's up, cuz? Great job today, 12. 6 quarters, a week of practice. Solid progression. See, Greg, you see how you said solid progression? He's act like people was over here doing victory laps. I said we on the 49ers. What I'm telling you is people over here was fighting for the opportunity to just simply get the chance. J Will 2847, fire Kevin into the sun. Imagine 12 had got the same opportunities Dollar General got. Stefanski should have been fired the moment he was non-committal. Again, Kevin he ain't moving nothing. Kevin ain't making that call. I think when you see that locker room celebration, we're gonna make that call. Beautifully blessed. That was the first win on the road this year. Yes, it was. We got it done. By the way, that is another different thing. We lost to the Minnesota Vikings. The Cleveland Browns won on the road, and Shedeur Sanders played in this football game. So that's another reason why people may be excited, because they actually won, and they did it on the road, which they hadn't done in years. Like literally, it's been years. Victor 38984. What Tony Grossi and Anthony Lyman gonna say? Well, according to Twitter, Anthony Lyman said, "A star is born." Shout out to Lyman. You check him out 6 o'clock tomorrow on 92.3 The Fan. Make sure you download the 92.3 The Fan Odyssey app. Contrary to popular belief, I still work there. People be looking around like, dang, bro, you go to beef? Now I work everywhere. I work for everything. 12,000 people in here. Hit that like button. Sweetie T3 says the question becomes, how good and comfortable would 12 be if we would have been starting? What would the Browns record be? I think they would have more than 2 wins or 3 wins, because I think you see what happens when his play can be accelerated. right? You see him exponentially getting better. I want to see what he looks like this week. The J. Lewis 997, perfect timing. Make sure you go download that on iTunes. Young Noya, sad that people on social media has made this thing a racial. Black kids are just as competent as white kids to play the quarterback's position. Saints fan here. It's sad that some people in our society it's fringe people. Social media is not, I think, not a good representation of what people in the world think. Social media is just the fringe people who hide behind names and on the loudest percentage. So unfortunately it's like that, but the more you go out and prove yourself to people, those crowds get a little bit quieter as you continue to do that. Lord of the Drip. Notice the wide receiver didn't have 1 million drops this week. I told y'all receivers would be better with Shedeur. They aren't top talent, but they looked respectable, right? You know who looked respectable in the pass game too? Offensive line. Max Crosby was in the backfield and run plays. They didn't do a good job of run plays, but it was very respectable. I thought they did a solid job pass protecting. Right? Miss Bell, I have a hat for Grossi and a DD to eat. No salt. I think they might. I'm interested. I think they might actually like the performance too. They might actually be saying that the performance is nice too. Giving God all the glory of always. Chevy 614, we appreciate the super chat. Rudy Wright about to be real insufferable out here for at least another 7 days. Hey, Rudy, you right. Rudy going to be going there shrugging his shoulders. Let me move out the way. It's about to be. Can you imagine? Boy, it's a lot of people waking up on Monday, pulling up. Alexa, play my favorite song. I woke up in a Bugatti. I woke up in a brand new Bugatti. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's wild. I don't know why I picked Ace Hood out of all the people, but I'll take it. DK Skull, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Can't imagine the uproar if DG starts. Matthew Green, it will not be pretty. But boy, let me know if you're going to the 49ers game. Let me know. Stardust 769. Haters real today. Rex Ryan, Jason Whitlock, Coach JB, B&W Sports. LOL. Where you at? Silent, quiet. Yeah, let me just put up these celebrations. Yeah, where you at? That was 2 of them things. Yeah, let me rotate that. Yeah. St. Clair 101. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Beautifully blessed. G Bush is G Bush is have no voice. The stadium was rocking. I have never seen Stefanski that excited on the sideline. The team was on one. Boy, I know. Hey, the fans, listen. When he was scoring, at LMG Lando, this was bigger than football. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. They always trying to play with us out here. The pressure never got too big for Shedeur. They was playing with our names a little bit. They was playing with our name a little bit out here. G Bush, they messed Shedeur around in that stat department. Guy gave him a touchdown. Tommy took 2. Thank God. Browns won. Wildcat first down. Trash play calling. At Jab 9237. Hey, man, that was when he threw that screen out there to what's the name? I said, if he breaks this one, remember what I said. This is why y'all got to come to the film review. Remember what I said? I said, listen, y'all got to understand something. If they're going to blitz you, make them pay. If you're in man-to-man coverage, you throw the ball out to the outside, and they blitzing, and they miss a tackle out there, that's a touchdown. He basically walked in the end zone. You notice they got up out of that quick. Got up out of that. Yeah, we can't blitz him like that. Ben Scott, not ready to be part of the dog pound. Damn it. Oh my God. Fat Daddy Dope. Now you know they're gonna move the goalposts for him. Oh, but the Raiders aren't good. We don't care nothing about their workers. People moving goalposts, we don't worry ourselves with goalpost movers. That was for another day. We on to the 49. We ain't paying them no never mind at all. Basically, if you moving the goalposts at this point, you just telling them yourself. You might want to just keep that to yourself. Y'all might want to go to the chat rooms or something and just hate on text message groups. That ain't gonna do nothing for you, bro. His stats were horrible before the screen pass. Hey man, some people could say that was the same screen pass Dylan Gabriel had to Malachi Corley. He airmailed it. If he would have hit that screen pass, he could have got that too. Take your layups and get to it. We not. I mean, if you want to look at the stats, I listen. The throw I seen him throw today was better than the throw I seen all year for the Browns. Hey, Camila, read, dear haters. Be quiet. Tonight is not a ride. Shout out to Juvenile. Neil Gray, Shedeur would have over 250 if Jerry didn't fumble. Man, we'd have had 31 points. If look, Jerry Jeudy didn't even. I'm like, bro, just run straight. What are you? I still want to know what he was doing. Rayshawn Davis, perfect timing. Yes, indeed. Set apart last. Anyone with hate for 12 don't believe in God. God always show you, right? He always show you. I was proud. I was happy for Coach Prime too. Serious. Shedeur here, but Judkins? Judkins a dog. Hey, no, listen. No, Judkins, we're going to give him the rock. If they want to run Wildcat, cool. Let's give it to him. I'm cool for that because he walked into the end zone. If they want to make that a major part. By the way, Shedeur don't care nothing about no stats. He just trying to get them points in the end zone. Paul Baker. Why only one game ball after 0-17 starting quarterbacks? 12 should get one. You know, the game ball he actually got was Myles Garrett saying ain't a couple quarterbacks can throw that ball like that. The second one was Andrew Berry being like, let's get it going. And the third one is, y'all said I was done, but I'm not. We live to fight another week. We try. He should all tell you, hey, I got some stuff to do. B. Gregory, appreciate the super chat. T-Lane fam, Barry's rookie showed that Kevin's ass is gone after this. That's yet to be seen. But Barry's rookies, Mason Graham, Wessinger, they look nice. DG was 19-33 for 190 and 2 touchdowns and wasn't taken out in the red zone. Shedeur was better with 2 or 3 other throws while being taken out multiple times in the red zone. Victor 3984, we appreciate the super chat. Yeah, I'm not even going to be comparing nobody with at this point. You ain't comparing no one, Shedeur. We know what it is. We seen what we seen today. We're not even having that argument. What happens if Don Hall, we're not going back to him. Not going back to him. Just trust me. Do they want mutiny? Myles Garrett gonna be like, come on, man. We're not doing that. Baraka Bibb. I'm so proud of Shedeur. The team energy was electric, and everyone came with the same winning mentality. I agree. Chevy, he said, Chevy 614, his stats were horrible before the screen pass. I appreciate the super chat, and but remember before when people would be like, hey, the Browns won, and they'd be like, well, you can't criticize Dylan Gabriel because the Browns won, right? So I find it funny that now it's 24-10, 200 yards. But guess what the thing about this is? The screen pass counts. It counts. I can't take things away because they just happen to not agree with your opinion. I can't take those away. It's not the way it works. But again, I appreciate the super chat. Sapper Daddy says, like my man J. Cole said, that hate in your blood can't stop your soul from vibing with it. Lima, Ross, Mary Kay, etc. need to be held accountable for the slander thrown at Shedeur. Carmen is Carmen. It's okay, man. You could come out of the church. You could come out of the church scared, man. Here's what I'm gonna say. The great part about football is the longer you keep doing it and putting it on tape, it becomes undeniable. Hate is only something you can do. But I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be surprised the way people respond to this. Because whether we want to admit it to or not, everybody as Cleveland Browns fans want excitement. Everybody who watched that game, it was undeniable. Even when you watch it, like, sometimes it's undeniable. Sometimes you might not like an artist, but the song they put out is undeniable. It's just a hit record. And if he continues to put games together, people have no choice but to become a fan of what's being put out there. G Bush, y'all did a great job on UCS today. I'm a Shedeur fan and Cowboys fan. It had been an awesome day. Congrats to the Browns fan. Thank you so much. Depart from Evil 2000. We thank you. We want to thank everybody. We had 6,000 people in there. And I want to appreciate y'all pulling up because I be wanting to let people know. And we ain't got to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? I do the Barbershop, but I do UCSS. I thought we had insightful commentaries today. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was really insightful. It wasn't no hate. It wasn't no bias. We kept it a buck. And we appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let's see. Smooth STP. And let's remember that the first person to try to perpetuate Brian Dable is without a job. Oh, say that. Mr. Brian Dable, his interview wasn't good. Well, guess what? You in the unemployment line. You might want to stop leaking stuff, Brian. Don't look good for your resume. Update that resume. Get that LinkedIn together, Brian. Matthew Green. 200. Oh, Matthew Green. Chevy, get the rebuttal together. Matthew Green said, oh, you spamming you spamming. 200 yards and an interception and a touchdown in 3 days prep ain't bad. Dang. He ain't lying on that one. They played Shedeur's song during the commercial break. They sure did. They sure did. Melomania, curation. Someone please tell the Shedeur Sanders detractor that being a franchise quarterback is more than knowing a playbook. The other 52 men have to believe too. Say that louder. Say that louder. In the back for the people that just think it's about the stats. Ben Scott. Thank you for becoming a member, my man. We appreciate you and welcome to the family. Trey Mac 8671 in Japan on vacation with the wrist up. Shout out to Japan. We appreciate you that. All our subscribers, all of our watchers in the Asian community, we appreciate you and keep celebrating over there, man. We got you holding you down on that content, my brother. Thought the Fire podcast. Judy caught the epic pass, then fell asleep. What was that? #7. Yeah, people was like, yo, does he have a parlay out somewhere? I mean, that looked like a video game. Why would you stop and be doing all that extra? Dog 9. Have you listened to Stefanski's lukewarm acknowledgement of Shedeur in the postgame locker room speech? Here's the thing about it. If Stefanski was smart, we'll see if he is, he would be attaching his train. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for people to become a believer. But I think Stefanski is starting to see, maybe there is something about this guy. Oh, this Big O. Man, the haters silent. They're trying to find a way to move them goalposts. The Browns had more explosive plays today than they had all last year. Otis OG, they trying to move them. I hear the Brinks truck, boop, boop. They moving them goalposts right now. But guess what? We just going to keep celebrating that win. We're going to keep celebrating and adding to it. Eric W., 23, Atlanta. How do we see he was good and they didn't? We are not at practice, reporters, or coaching in the NFL. Thank you. They tried to stop him from even getting that opportunity. But you know you can't keep a good dog down. JB, Too Smooth 92. We're not going to disrespect Dylan. But for the people saying Dylan had 200 yards game are full of it. Dylan was 29 of 52 for 220 and an L. 12 went over 211 completions with a W. Stop the propaganda. Say that again. Let's not act like one of the things we didn't say was Shedeur going to drive that football down the field. Neither. Shedeur's press conference was fired. He knows he is a child of God. Miles thinking about that 42-yard pass like, what? You got that? Oh, man, where we at? Span LA or Spania. Aditi just spouts off what she serves as nonsense, no football perspective, and just dug in with disgusting take. I don't know if did she say something now? I didn't know if she said something. I didn't really see nobody. I ain't even been on social media much. I just drop my little content and keep it pushing. But I'll be interested to see what people think about this performance this week. See what they think about that. Shout out to Aditi, by the way. Shout out to Ross Tucker on a call. He was on the game tonight. Thought he did a good job. I want to see what he say next week too. Mert Sniper. They played perfect timing after the W on live TV. That about to be jumping on iTunes. Dotson Gray. We appreciate the super chat. Tinfoil HA. I don't want to hear his touchdown pass was a screen and not impressive when Dylan Gabriel been overthrown and missing them same screens every day. We brought that up. Well, you might want to hit those screens. Are you not entertained? Christopher Robbins, 4. Thank you so much for the super chat. Cypher. Shedeur is going to be legendary in Cleveland. Write it down. Wrist up, baby. We appreciate you. Emmanuel Johnson. Barry dapped Shedeur in the post game. He's the only one that believed. Owners on it too. Alexander Gallant. Shedeur 87.3 QB hard. Highest quarterback ratings for the Browns this year. Dotson Gray. Donovan Mitchell just threw the wrist up going to the Cavs game. He said, yeah, you see it. He be having momentum out here. Black Crew, White Acre. It was that player lifting Shedeur up like he was Simba from Lion King. The circle of life. Look at Simba up there. Look at that man. I can't even lift my wife up like that. He got him lifted up like, I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Where you been at my whole life, Shedeur? Look how Shedeur Sanders' arms by his side. Like, yeah, I'm Timothy. You actually, this is pause worthy. You can't even do that. Like, who does that? You can't lift nobody up like that. That's wild work. That is wild work. Otis, Big O, 12, not even in his bag yet. Once he get that rhythm, sky the limit. Like he said before the game, he is who they thought they've been looking for. Bradley Fox, Shedeur just getting started. He knows he's him. He got to get better and better. Imagine if you've been getting some of these reps all along like others. Can you only imagine what the record would be? We be up. We be up. Sapper Daddy AB needs to be the only person in the draft room from now on these picks. I have a sneaking suspicion that's one of the reasons D Podesta's not here. Bev Skid says TGBT. In the words of Coach Dion Primetime Sanders, do you believe now or no? The journey of the NFL quarterback begins with the first win. Congrats. Hopefully it's the first of many. Ms. Bell, we Shedeur fans wanted Browns fans to see what we knew. We were used to winning and wanted the same for y'all. No cult, just dedicated fans for a great player. I echo that. I echo that. I hope these wins continue to galvanize the fan base so that we can all be on one band, one sound, and that's to get these dubs. No manners. I told everybody when Shedeur getting them receivers going to start catching the footballs, no Diddy. Right. GA Warrior 03, Steeler fan, found you because of 12. Won't he do it? Thank you, my man. We appreciate you. I mean, I be getting so many love. Like, it's 12,000 people in here. And we've been doing this for a minute. But we appreciate you, all kind of fans everywhere, showing love. Slick as butter. What Ice Cube say, all in all today was a good day. Mess around and got a triple-double. Lakers beat the Supersonics. Amber Love. Shedeur didn't even scratch the surface of his potential and won. Thanks, G, for being a voice for us fans. We appreciate you, and thank you for supporting and pulling up on us over here. Slick as butter said, G Bush, I need that new Kool-Aid Mafia merch. By the way, we are working on it. We put some things out, but just so you know, we got the Kool-Aid Mafia merch coming up. And what we're going to do, actually, to be truthful, we finalizing it now. Give us a day. As a matter of fact, give us about 48 hours. We're going to have that Kool-Aid Mafia merch ready to go for y'all, and you're going to be excited about it. Slick as butter, don't even worry about it. Cedric Phillips. Will another team pick him up? Oh, no, we don't. What you mean another team? What do you mean? Shedeur Sanders is with us. Katrina Tyson. Hey, G Bush, keep cooking. Thank you, Katrina, so much for your super chat. We appreciate you. Christopher Robbins, Nike ad. It's only a matter of time. Wrist up. Go ahead and take that 4-page ad out. If y'all want to do it over here, we good with it. Slick as butter. Mama, that's that man. Right? C-Note Stacks. Steeler fan here. We lost, but I was more excited to watch Shedeur over my own team. I just wanted him to show out, and he did. Go Steelers. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. That's how strong the community is, man. We don't. These Steeler fans, they care less. When the Steeler fans say, I'm trying to watch the Browns, you know it's something. J Money, do you see the world where Kevin Stefanski goes? No. Absolutely not. That ship is sailed. It's done to you. Ship is sailed. Ship is sailed. Wow. K Mills 137. Thank you so much for your generosity. We appreciate your super chat, your support. I bet on 12 and one big because I always believe. This one's for you, G Bush, for standing 10 tones down for 12. We will not be denied. Thank you so much for your. That's the first person I shouted out. Where them aunties at? Where them uncles at? Y'all got vindicated because y'all went to war. St. Clair 101, we appreciate you, my guy. 80s Brazil, the way Shedeur just embraced Andrew M.F. Berry. In the locker room, I shed a tear. That hug was everything. I ain't get a chance to see it. I came on right with y'all, but I'm right. I'm gonna check the press conference right when we leave. Rashida Med 6065. Game spoke for itself. But man, he unapologetically shut down that lazy Sacks hold the ball narrative, totally owning his story instead of letting the others spin it. This is a movement that can change the Browns culture. I told you right there. I totally agree. Them lies, that was lies, bro. Workmen need not be ashamed. The owner was there and everything. Everybody was there. Sassy Southern Creation ATL. Can we get my nephew his wide receiver Zay from Arizona? His brother is already here with Cleveland. Jalen Tyson. Let's go ahead and get him together. Patty Lee 6263. Super proud and excited nephew. Will always support him with good, bad, or ugly. He's Godchild with perfect timing. Appreciate you, my guy. Will Victor, G Bush, big shout out to you for stand up and speak out for him coming from a 49ers fan. Good luck next week. Thank you, Will, man. I appreciate you, man. Can you imagine if Shedeur Sanders got reps, playoffs? Boy, it would be different. Some guys are competitors, some are entertainers. I hope Dylan was entertained tonight. Shout out to Dylan Gabriel. Hope he gets past the concussion protocol. But as far as I'm concerned, we got what we were looking for. I'm getting Jeff Fisher, Vince Young vibes from Stefanski. He can't be trusted with Shedeur's career. He has to go by hook or crook. It's yet to be seen if he's going to be there. But I will say, I believe that he's not in control of who's going to be playing. So ambitious. The haters are out in full force, G. But we knew that already. Give 12 more time with this first team, you'll see. Wrist up. So ambitious. We ain't worried about them. We over here, getting ready for next week. Haters be out here moving around. Thumb thugging. Twitter tweeting. I'm happy. But do you think if Judy don't blow that, and if Stefanski don't pull him on 2 goal line possessions and knowing it could have been a 3-4, easy. HB 2057, listen. See, that's the thing, man. We got time. I'm just trying to see him matriculate because he probably tell you one of his best game, but I'm trying to see the progression when week after week after week after week you getting comfortable and that defense is playing inspired the way they is. Whew. Hey, 80s Brazil. I love when haters pay G Bush to comment. Hey, bro, we hey, listen over here. We don't even be tripping. Come on over here. I tell you, I read your tweet. Half the time, y'all be getting them together yourself. I don't even need to say nothing. BT Mac 2013. Thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate you and welcome to the family. I'm going to see all my new members at our film session on Wednesday. Oh, members only chat. We got a special guest coming up on Tuesday. Y'all be locked in. We appreciate all of y'all. A workman need not be ashamed. Grossy in his car crying. Can't believe this. Some of y'all's favorite gonna change up in a heartbeat. Don't think that they gonna just double down. Some of them gonna try to sell that they never said that. Oh, Shedeur was always a talented guy. I just think he needed to have the tutelage of, be patient with him because he's shown certain things. Okay. Don Peasy, the name Shedeur is of Hebrew origin. It means light of the Almighty or flame of the powerful one. What God giveth, no man can take it away. Y'all got one. He went real biblical. But I appreciate it. And we might got us one. CDEC says game spoke for itself. But what hit me was how unapologetically shut down every narrative in the interviews, totally owning the story instead of letting the Browns or the league spin it. Browns need to accept the movement. Either accept it or get ran over by it. Movements don't, hey, bro, the tides move with the moon. And it's stupid to holler at the moon. Everybody know you ain't moving it. 12 owns this job. E. Crawford 2965. Thank you so much for the super chat. Squizzer and Ross Tucker got some explaining to do. Shout out to Ross. He'll be back on UCSS. It's going to be a fun week. We're going to break the internet tomorrow. Y'all pull up. Be ready to go. I'm gonna be in full. We gonna have some fun. Cal Simpson. G Bush finally caught you live, man. Judy was so happy to catch that ball from Shedeur. He forgot that he was playing football. Man tried the N1 mixtape. He looked like he was the bone collector, like he was hot sauce. Hot sizzle. Oh, bro, get your butt out of bounds. Did you flip out? Did you not understand what we were doing? Viva Hernando. As a lapsed Raiders fan, I realized Tom Brady killed us again. He's the reason we didn't draft Shedeur. It is sad, but I've watched the Browns all year. Hey, shout out to Tom Brady for letting us get him because we're not trading. We're not doing that. It's not going to happen. Matthew Green. Announcers were asking, why they not blitzing? That 50-yard screen pass would explain why. Wrist up. Hashtag 12 thrown deep. Remember what I said? We said I had a blog that says what's the 3 keys to victory? And I said, if y'all want to blitz like that, you miss a tackle, that's 7. That's 7. Undead Will 23, wide receiver and left tackle in the draft. Let's go 12. Boy, when he threw that one football down the field, to drop that bomb, I was on the same program. I said, oh, shoot, we might get us a little line, man. He might be all right here. Rocky Miller said on TV, it felt like the Browns had home game in Vegas. How much energy in the stadium do you credit for 12? 97.5% of it. It's one of the most anticipated games with 2-8 team I've ever seen. And can you imagine what it's going to be when we come back home against the 49ers? Y'all tune up to the barbershop. Y'all be ready to go. Eula665, do you make does this make you a more attractive place for coaches and players now? Anytime you got good players, this is always going to be a place where people want to come. It's always going to be a place. That injury is infectious. All they need is a couple little, give me some linemen, give me some people. Anytime you got a quarterback that's infectious, you saw the sideline buzz. Smile. 12,000. Thank you so much for the super chat. Listen to that R. Kelly 12 play. He didn't slip. Shout out to Kells. I wish. Yeah. Kimberly Baker. Shedeur is him. With God, all things are possible. The proof is in the pudding. Perfect timing. Winning feels better, don't it? My family already ate food. The food I'm gonna eat after I'm done with this, it might even taste better. I don't care what it is. It's okay. This meal is beautiful. You're gonna won. Shedeur threw 5 passes away to avoid being sacked. And I loved every one of them passes because that's what we needed at that time. I'm good with it. Let's post up and keep doing it. Kirk_IRL. Shout out to you, G Bush. Just sending support for your channel, bumping that cube right now because today was a good day. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. Right? You know what I'm saying? Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. It's crazy. Today was a good day. It was. Cleveland diehard. Somebody needs to remind these jokers that Peyton Manning had a legendary career off check downs and screens. Man, listen, man, it's all about what you do. Did you complete it and did they score? You get credit and points for all that. Now, if he would have missed that, y'all would have been talking about he can't even hit a screen pass. Don't worry about what y'all talking about. Scott Gray, 6961. I was at the sports bar. Someone said that the Steelers should have taken Shedeur. I believe a lot of teams will regret will regret draft night when it's all said and done. It's funny how when you see the dividends, people start coming around. And the people that started the rumors is fired and no longer in the league. Confirmation 07. Gabriel made a 26-yard completion last week and was the longest of his career. Shedeur running for his life heaves it almost twice that far. That's the playmaker. Playmaker ability. Miss Bell says, DG reps 5 months. Shedeur Sanders reps 3 days. Compare, really. Ain't no comparison. Rodney Do Funny. Do you think Kevin is running the Wildcat to take away easy touchdowns he was given for Dylan? Actually, be truthful, I think that they're just giving the ball to Quinshon Judkins. I don't even have a problem with it because it'll come to time when Shedeur Sanders is stamped as the quarterback, and all we gonna care about is how they score. So now a lot of people's like, man, I don't want you to use his stats against him, so you go back to Dylan. But as things progress and it becomes obvious that stats ain't the only thing that we're looking at. So the touchdown thing, as long as they got the touchdowns and them wins, and he hit on what he's supposed to hit to, I'm all for it. Don Peasy, if Stefanski goes back to Dylan Gabriel, he will not only lose his locker room, he will lose his job and the chance for another coaching job. It would be a generational L. I'm telling y'all right now, he doesn't have that power. When they traded Joe Flacco, it was over. It just signified that the front office was in control. Matthew Green, one of the announcers, was a hater all game. It was the other younger one giving 12 Shedeur Sanders grace. He's weird for that Cleveland that as a Cleveland fan. Thoughts? I think sometimes when you're on a broadcast team, they trying to split it two ways. You're supposed to be a neutral arbiter, and sometimes if you giving too much praise to one team or one guy, you got to play bad cop, good cop. But that's just the way the game is. Secretary Phillips. Now that the truth is out, will teams go hard at pursuing Shedeur? Will the Browns be dumb enough to trade him for picks? Is Shedeur Sanders hurt? Is Shedeur Sanders hurt by Kevin's behavior? Nope. We're not trading him. By the way, if they were going to trade him, they would have already done it. And second of all, the owner and the general manager is not in the building watching trade bait people. Have you seen a shot of all three of those guys prior to this in any game? No. That should tell you all you need to know. Ronnie on the sticks. Kevin, your move. Next. Touche. What's next? What we doing? Made by Love Says, super sticker. Thank you so much for showing. Y'all are too kind, man. Y'all do. Disco Drip. 12-4-0. Raiders deny Raiders Denny's playbook, Lima and Breer. I want to see what Albert Breer got to say. Make sure you check him out on the Fan this week. I'm sure he'll. Shout out to Peterlin and Nick Wilson. I think they'll be doing their thing this week. Took DG 52 attempts to get 200 yards. Shedeur did it in 20. Shaking my head. Can we say we won the Jackson Dart trade? Mason Graham was a dart. Mason Graham, A+ game today. A+ game today. Best game I've seen him play. He even had the nerve to celebrate. Everybody on defense was a monster. Matthew Green, does McNuggets want the 50-50 reps now? Oh, no, McNuggets is fully in. He's fully in. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Mike, Stephanie, thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate you and welcome to the family. Elo Genesis, I prayed for him in my backyard like it was my own child. Boy, prayers was up. My mom and dad were like, we need to make this happen. My wife was, she told me she was supposed to go to the studio with me. She refused. She said, I got to be front row and center. I'm nervous. Matthew Green, sell out the stadium next week. At 49ers are going to go to hell with that defense and them fans. They're going to get hell for that, right? My CB, Shedeur like Lamar, too good and talented dudes, loved by teammates, and yet establishment want them to fail. Why? That's why they are my favorites. That's crazy because that's my wife's favorites. That's her two favorite players, right? And just trying to relax. Important note, Stefanski spoke similarly when he went from Flacco to Gabriel. I think he's going to tell the quarterback room in person, and now Shedeur started for the later in the week. I agree. Man, we did 177 of your comments. We want to thank you guys, man. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to be the Cleveland Browns. And if you want to become a member, hit that join button, join the movement, because it's only going to get funner from here. Content on Tuesday, members only at 7. Film review. You want the film review and see how Shedeur Sanders will break it down with Tyvis Powell? on Wednesday, members only. And look out for it. I'll be putting a link out with that Kool-Aid Mafia merch coming out too. The Mafia is back. Be back in full flow, fellas. With that being said, Browns win. Shedeur Sanders was legendary. First quarterback since 1995 to win his debut. We appreciate everybody on Twitter, Facebook. Follow me at GBush91. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, make sure you hit that like button. We appreciate everybody. Have a good evening. And as always, like we say, it's always go Browns.